Ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
We're back, baby.
I'm comedian Jeremy Dooley, joined as always by comedian Stephen Bradshaw.
That's me. We're
Stevie
here to...
B.
What's the phrase that we got told?
To
what little we do know.
About sport.
About sport and Aussie athletes in particular. A lot happening. We got everything. We got F1. We got a lot of NBA. We got tennis. We got some update. I've got some updates for Perth football.
Oh, yes.
We're still daily getting comments about some of our posts about Perth football from about a month ago. A bit of golf, bit of everything. Got some AFL today. A lot of MMA actually. We're going to preview JDM versus who's he going? Islam Makhachev this Sunday. So, but before we get into all that, Dools, how's your week been?
It's been good. I've had a really good week. I'm sticking to my just trying not to go too hard.
Yes.
It's been a big few months, and so first 2 and a bit weeks of November, I've sort of earmarked to just chill out before we pick things up a little bit. Couple of gigs, I was at Local Laughs in St Kilda.
Yes.
It was a great gig. It was a lot of fun. Really hot crowd. Considering as well it was raining and, it was public holiday eve as well. So, you're not sure if people are going to be out to party or if they're gone away, because a lot of people, take that Monday off as an unofficial
2 ways it can
day.
go. It's either gangbusters or dead.
Yeah, and it was good.
Yeah,
it was
great.
good. So that was a lot of fun. And then I was in Barwon Heads at the Tin Shed.
The Tin Shed. What a venue. I love the Tin Shed.
It was a lot of fun. Very wholesome. Everyone gets party pies and sausage rolls and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
I do love some of these random shows you find yourself in. And yeah, that was a great gig with Kelsey D. Almeida and Hung Lee. A lot of fun. It was good. I tell you. Oh, actually, no. What gigs have you had any gigs this week? What's been happening? You've been on your deathbed.
I've been on my deathbed. I'm just coming off my deathbed, so no gigs for me this week.
I tell you, question. What's the weirdest thing you've accidentally eaten?
What's the weirdest thing I've accidentally eaten?
Yeah, or have you ever eaten something that you weren't supposed to?
I mean, the obvious one is the 3 o'clock in the morning, take a sip out of the beer, but you've been using it as an ashtray.
Oh.
That's a rough one.
Yeah.
That's a bad one. Outside of that and insects, I can't think of anything.
Insects.
You've never eaten insects before?
Just like a slice of cake or something.
Just hold on, love. I'm going to have to finish this Whopper.
Just give me a bite of that.
No. Insects.
Oh, okay, like bugs and shit.
Yeah, I'm still a bit clogged up if I'm not pronunciating this.
That'd be wild.
It's going to be wild. What's the weird? Why do you ask? Because I'm assuming something's coming up.
I mean, I'm still thinking about what would be some of the odd things to eat during intercourse. That would be... piece of cake, I think, would be,
That'd be nice.
not it'd be like one of those like thick, like the sort of
triple decker and stuff like that.
Sponge.
Not really into a big food play guy. I think that's
No.
the thing.
Neither. So I finished a gig. Banana. I feel like that probably does happen a bit.
I reckon.
Finished the gig on Thursday night. I was in Barwon Heads. Get a call from my lovely girlfriend. And she's like, "You'll never guess what happened tonight."
She had sex while eating cake.
Yeah, by herself. Yeah. No.
Don't have your cake and eat it.
Yeah, that's it. So she had parked in the garage, which normally that's where my car is, in the garage. But we had heaps of stuff. We were trying to get into her car, and I was going away. So she was in the garage. Then we realised she doesn't have a garage clicker to get out of the garage.
Oh.
But we had ordered some extra ones. You just needed to program them.
Yep.
But her car was in there. You have to go to the machine that controls. So she's standing on the roof of her car. Mum's there to help her out as well because the baby, can't do all that. And they unscrewed the actual clicker to open the garage, put the tiny screw, put it in a little bowl, not thinking anything of it. Chelsea put her dinner in the bowl, ate it, and ate this little screw.
What?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Isn't it? She had no idea.
So she just ate it.
I was like, do you chew? What's going on?
What was she eating?
quinoa or some hippie shit. I don't know.
I mean, to be honest, I'd rather eat a screw than a bottle
Yeah.
of quinoa anyway. So that's crazy. Has
Yeah.
it passed through? And
I'm not. I tell you, every time she goes to the bathroom, I'm like, so, hey.
Oh, that is crazy. What about you? Have you ever? What's the accidental eat or drink?
I once ate half a kebab that I found.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just a good luck story.
Yeah, exactly. It was a ride your luck story, I think.
Yeah.
It was a little bit for the next 48 hours, like, ooh. But we got through that. I haven't eaten anything too weird, but not accidentally, that's for sure.
Okay. While we're on this subject, just because I had this on the agenda of the has this ever happened to you type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Very good friend of mine, Oz. Known each other for quite a long time. He's got a young family and they're very much in the soccer family from the UK originally. His son plays all of the things, and a good soccer player. They went to the Melbourne victory game at Amy Park.
Yep.
And they had the little half-timey thing where you the camera and you dance, and then if you get caught dancing, they invite you onto the field. You know this thing? So he gets invited down to the field. He's got to dribble down the field and kick a goal at the end. If he does that, he wins, which he did, 2 tickets to Istanbul.
What?
Yeah.
That is a huge gift.
It's huge, right? So he's gone out in the middle of Amy Park on Saturday night and scored himself return flights for him and his partner to Istanbul.
That is so random.
It's a random country. I guess it's Istanbul Air or something like that.
Yeah, Turkey Airlines or something.
What's the big win? Have you ever won anything big unexpectedly?
Yeah, I've won 1.5 things.
Okay, fantastic.
So once it was the Melbourne Kmart Tigers in the NBL. I can't remember who they were playing against, but I got to go out there and I had to make a free throw. And if I did, I got like a ball that was like autographed.
Sick.
So I did that. That was good.
You made the free throw?
Made the free throw.
Well done. How old are you?
Oh, like 10 or 12 or something like that.
Whoa, that's pretty big.
Yeah,
that's a lot of pressure.
Middle of a game.
Glass house?
Yeah. No, it was at Rod Laver.
Rod Laver, even bigger.
Yeah, got there, got on the court. I was feeling myself.
Yeah.
Like, I was
you king of the...
so up and about.
Yeah.
So that was
King of
good.
the kids.
Yeah. I was so like
Daisy? Autograph?
I can't remember. No, it was like Dave Simmons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ben's dad. Yeah. But like, I had my Hakeem Olajuwon jersey on and it was so big.
Yeah.
It was like down to it was like that real like oversized clothes sort of era. So it was a vibe. And then when I was in grade 1, my grandmother won a bicycle at the primary school fete in the raffle.
Wow.
Which then she gave to me. So technically I won a girl's bike in grade 1.
That's nice. Very good.
Yeah. What about you? Have you ever won anything?
The cafe next to where I used to work, they had a new ownership, and their bright idea was, how you get stamps, and then on your 12th stamp you get a free coffee. They had it where you get your 12th and you get an entry into some kind of draw. And they were doing for the promotion, it was a free trip to Fiji.
Wow.
Return, 5-star Hilton waterfront, all that kind of stuff. Return flights for 2. But I was there every day and it wasn't very busy. And I was very popular with the baristas there. So we'd go in there, we'd have a chat, we'd have a laugh every morning, and which would score me additional stamp stools. So they don't care. It's not their bloody cafe. They're like in early 20s, whatever.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of entries. I remember you had to be at the draw. It was at 2:00 on a Tuesday or something like that. And that was one of the caveats. And so I leave work with a couple other people that we would get coffee with, and I'll go, all right, I'm off to win a trip to Fiji. Everyone laughed, obviously, because I was even before I was a comedian, I was fucking hilarious.
Killing.
And then walked back, went in, won, obviously, came back through the doors in front of about 30 people, people on phone calls, whatever. I'm just like, guess who's going to Fiji, motherfucker? Which is pretty sick. So a free trip to Fiji was my biggest one. I think I've won a few things.
You have won a few grand final this year, AFL?
Oh, yeah, I won free tickets to the grand final this year, thanks to Hard Solo. Thank you, Hard Solo. But yeah, I want to win things here or there.
Yeah.
Got to be in it to win it, Tools.
Friend of mine, for I think it was 12 months, all he did was enter every single competition. You know how he did that for 12 months, everything, big, small, whatever. And he cleaned up. He got flown by Pepsi. He won some Pepsi competition, and he went to Japan to watch the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He's got all these random home appliances, bit of extra money, all of this sort of stuff, just entering competitions.
So easy. Although they just want your details so they can send you stuff that goes to your junk folder anyway.
Exactly.
Who cares? But highly recommend it. If you're, for the listeners as well, I want to try and encourage this. If you got something, we may not clip this up and put it up on socials, but if you're listening now, you're on Apple or Spotify, just drop in the comments what's the coolest thing you've ever won, and maybe we'll send you out a couple of our personalized stubby holders. There you go. You can win those as well. Just jump in the comments, give us 5 stars, tell us the coolest thing you've ever won, and we'll send you out one of my and one of Dool's stubby holders.
Good stuff.
Cool. Anything else this week, or are we getting in the comments?
I'm trying to think what else has happened this week. I think a few things. I had a really good. So I was down at Aries Inlet for the weekend. Hello, Aries Inlet, and
they've
got
one of the
this
best pubs in Victoria.
It is an iconic pub. It isn't. I think my sound just dropped out. It is an iconic pub, and December 19th, hot. You know, but there's for years there's been like a little French cafe.
Yes, what's it called?
La Comptoir.
Okay.
And in the last few months, very secretly, if you know, you know, they've also opened their bakery down in the bottom shops at the end of the laneway there. Whoa, let me tell you, it is so good. It is too good. I've been there every day for the last few days.
Yeah.
Hey, almond croissant, like weird chocolate croissant variations. Today I had a burnt caramel brioche.
Oh, you were there today, were you?
Yeah, I just literally drove straight from there to here.
Beautiful. La Comptoir, Aries Inlet. If you could pick one of their pastries, which one would it be to eat while you're having sex?
Oh, okay. I feel like it got very. It was different, and then you said when having that changes everything.
Of course.
I'd probably go their pain au chocolat, just because it's quite easy to hold on to, and I feel like that's important. It's not going to leave it's not too flaky. Like it's not going to leave crumbs and stuff everywhere. That's what I would go. What would be your bakery item? If I'm in a bakery, whether it's a bakery or a bedroom, I'm always going to grab a Portuguese tart.
This has been the weirdest start to an episode we've ever had. I fucking love it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
All right, comment section.
Comments. I haven't checked any comments.
That is fine. We got a big one from from day one-ish. Smuggler, listen to the first episode, been commenting ever since. Bruno Borio, you had your top 5 places you'd like to go visit and watch a sports event. You said Brazil. He's Brazilian. He said you have to go to Allianz Park and watch the Palmeiras game. Don't get me started, but watching a FIFA World Cup in Brazil, don't matter where the actual World Cup is hosted. He's Brazilian. Give him a break. Is the best. So book your tickets and go next year. And then he sent us some things. Football in Brazil for the top of the list. Makes sense. Thank you, Bruno.
Very nice. Very nice. I got a message from... where are we? I lost it. From To Be Prada. To Be Prada about my top 5. He's deleted the message. It was one of those, you know how people on Instagram have that, like it goes after 24 hours?
Yep.
I can't remember the name of the university, but it was a university, and watched them do their walkout with Enter Sandman. He said it's one of the best things you'll ever experience in your life.
Love it.
To Be Prada.
There's another several hundred messages about the lady who dressed up as Charlie Kirk, but I'm going to go through them. But yeah, thank you for everyone who liked, commented, and shared. We appreciate that. You got any audience questions?
I do. So John from Barwon Heads, he is. I don't exactly know what old codger means.
Yeah, but he was an
It was a room full of them, and he was the first one that I met, John the old codger. He, weirdly enough, I just remembered this then. He barged into the green room and was like, oh, to Kelsey de Almeida, he's like, you're like, oh, you got a weird name. Are you French? And Kelsey's aggressively English with his accent. And he's like, no, I'm from England. And he's like, oh, and you're the guy who eats cake.
What?
I know. Maybe John's been watching me have sex. I don't know. I forgot about that. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, I read an article about you and there was stuff about cake. I was like, show me this article. Like, I don't always see the articles and stuff that gets written. And he couldn't find it. So I don't know what John from Barwon Heads was talking about because he then got all flustered. He was one of those old men who's, the font on their screen is, one letter on the screen at a time. But he then he's like, oh, I'd love to, how do you guys because he bailed us up at halftime.
Yep.
At intermission.
That's always fun.
And, he's like, how do you come up with something? How do you write something? How do you and he referenced a few things that I'd said, a few things that Kelsey had said. He's like, how do you write a bit? How does it start? Is it all true, etc., etc.? So Stevie B, how do you write a bit?
A lot of my bits come from, great question, by the way, Johnny, something funny that's happened. Either something I've said, something I've observed, an interaction, or maybe even just sitting at the pub. If I make a comment and gets a big laugh, it just goes into the notes in the phone. It may just be a word, it may just be a sentence, something like that. So all of my bits start from something that happened in real life. And then you just keep coming back to it and just fleshing it out and seeing where the words kind of take you. For me, and I know, I believe you're pretty much the exact same. 100% of my material starts grounded in reality, something that's happened to me that's unique. Well, I like to think it's unique to me or my point of view. And then I kind of write and expand of it. To be honest with you, sometimes maybe the punchline is not exactly what happened. There might be a tweak here, a tweak there, but I would say 80% of what I talk on stage is stuff that has happened to me. My solo show that I just did at Geelong Comedy Festival, my dad tried to sue me over a joke. Half of that show's about that, which is all true, as an example.
Mm-hmm.
Yourself?
Yep. Yeah, similar. I prefer things to be, based in some form of truth and reality. And sometimes it'll be I'm a big believer, when I still had a day job, I would be on public transport and I would have my headphones in but not be playing anything just so I could freely hear and eavesdrop. Sometimes it just takes one sentence that someone says out of context and bang, a story just is created in my mind. Sometimes it's something that, my partner will say, in passing or on the phone to someone else, or something that has happened to me or is happening to me as well. I'm looking at... my first ever bit that I wrote that was consistently getting laughs and, was like my closer for a while, was based on something that happened on the way to a gig. And you always get comedians be like, oh, this just happened to me. Like, I remember the night where it did just happen to me. And I was like, oh my God, this is possibly a thing. I was playing at a venue that no longer exists in South Melbourne, and I couldn't get a park.
Okay, the chook.
Yeah. And so I was parking on the main road and I had to reverse parallel park. And it was warm weather. People were outside eating and I saw people put their knives and forks down to watch me try and get into this parking space. And instantly, it's already enough pressure with a tram behind me, but seeing those people right then and there, I was like, oh my God, this is the most pressure ever. And I got on stage and then spoke about it and it got a huge, because people could understand that and connect with that. So that was one thing. And then sometimes, something, you just get a funny thought, and then it pops out. So you just never know. But I think it's for a bit to then be good, you got to get on stage, you got to do it all the time. And sometimes, you might finish a bit, might take, a month. It might take a couple of years, and you might think you're finished, and then you go back to it a few years later, and you find new angles and stuff. So, yeah, whole range of things.
Yes.
It was a good question from John.
Very
It was,
good question.
I think he was a bit sort of like, oh, you guys are not shit, like, and wanted to. I think he fancied himself as a comedian. So.
Oh, they all do. They all do. Should we talk about some sport?
This is a record for us.
Getting straight into
it, yeah.
Well, neither of us did many gigs.
Yeah. All right. You go first, because then the next one I'll tee you up for that.
Okay, I'll tee you up for this. Australian Alex de Minaur has lost his opening match of the season-ending ATP Finals to Spanish world number 1 Carlos Alcaraz in Turin. De Minaur is not out of the tournament and will need to beat Italian Lorenzo Musetti and American Taylor Fitz to finish in the top 2 of the group and advance to the semi-finals. Alex de Minaur, one of the great chokers. We've got a few chokers in Australian sport at the moment, which is a little bit concerning. But I don't even know what this tennis tournament is, Jules.
It sounds like a round robin. He's got he's lost against the prison in San Francisco?
Rock.
Yeah, the Rock. Where's Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage when you need them? And Clint Eastwood, Carlos Alcaraz. And then he's got Lorenzo Musetti and the American Taylor Joseph Fritzl. So, he's got 2 more opportunities to make it through. But, I mean, the thing with de Minaur is he's good at the start. And then once there's a little bit of pressure, he tends to capitulate a little bit. And because this is almost like starting in the pressure, he's already capitulated. So, I don't know.
Yeah, we've talked about his demons since episode 1 of the Budgie Smugglers at the start of the year. I don't know what's going on, Duels, but I mean, Alcaraz, he's just that little. It's fine, It's like in any sport, like in the NBA, you've got your Jokic, Giannis, Luka, SGA, Steph, maybe
Wemby.
There's just a Wemby. There you go, and then there's just a little bit of a gap. It's not that everyone else is not good. It's not that Edwards isn't great. Or
who would you compare de Minaur to in NBA? Going off that, because
James Harden.
James Harden. Oof. No, so I'd be going. I see. Okay, yeah. I'd be going more like a
someone that's very talented, puts up the stats, but can't quite get it done when it counts.
Yep. So I would have gone someone like empty stats, like a Cam Thomas or someone like that.
No, that's harsh.
Yeah.
That's super harsh.
Empty stats.
No, he's a guy that is good, just not great. And that's okay.
Scotty Barnes?
Scotty Barnes is I think he's better than Scotty Barnes. I don't know. I think the comp is, someone.
Harden, I can see that. That's solid. Maybe Chris Paul.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a Chris Paul's good. Good one, actually. Chris Paul's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Harden did win an MVP.
That's true. Yeah. And changed the way the game is played. Whereas I don't know if de Minaur's done that.
No, I'm pretty sure there's still a net and a ball and 2 rackets. Has anyone in tennis ever changed the way it's played? Rod Laver?
Yeah, maybe.
Yvonne Goolagong?
The Williams sisters.
Yeah, they did change the way it's played.
Okay, this is technically outside our lane in terms of what we do, but not outside your lane. So the Cook Islands men's team have taken the 10th and final spot in the Rugby League World Cup, belting South Africa.
We're very happy nation at the moment. The Cook Islands were in the Rugby World Cup, is it? Rugby League?
Rugby League.
Rugby League. Does it count? Who cares? If there was an AFL World Cup and the Cook Islands made it, I'd still be celebrating. But I was very excited to see that the Cook Islands men's team and smashed South Africa as well, which is great to see. So, as a former Cook Islands representative rugby league player myself, I might see if I could get a game.
You should.
Yeah, I might reach out.
Are you concerned?
Did you know? Am I concerned?
Are you concerned that you may no longer be Cook Islands' biggest export into popular culture?
I think that this podcast might be the only place in the world covering this.
Yeah. We're going to go
And the fact
in
that
deep.
I'm the person covering it probably elevates myself even more, to be honest. Do you know the comedian Oren Ruane Pratley from Melbourne?
Yes.
He played on the Cook Island national soccer team.
Oh, there you go.
We should get him on the pod.
Yeah.
How have I not thought of it? All right.
Good idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea. Good meeting. But yeah, I'm pumped. We won't spend too long on that because it's nothing to do with the pod. But I was happy. I tell you, who's not happy? The Wallabies.
The animal or the...
I was hoping you'd say that.
I've had a wallaby burger before. Have you ever had a wallaby burger?
Had a wallaby burger.
It's good. It was pretty good, yeah.
What's it? Is it just similar to kangaroo?
No, it doesn't. It's probably more like your regular beef lamb sort of meats than kangaroo, but it was pretty good, yeah.
Okay.
A wallaby slider, they were.
Yeah?
Three of them on the plate.
Well, the Wallabies are sliding down the world rankings. They turn in a poor performance in a 26-19 Test rugby loss to Italy.
Lucky it said rugby there, because I would have been like, why are they playing cricket against Italy and scoring so low?
Imagine that was a soccer score. But Italy, why do we lose to Italy in rugby? Soccer, I get. Handball, maybe?
Yeah, handball, probably. I don't know what else the Italians are good at in terms of sport.
I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Soccer and handball.
Yeah. Do they play cricket?
No.
They don't play cricket.
Try to get an Italian to work for 5 days in a row, eh?
I hurt my back.
We talked a lot. They got pretty racist there for a sec. I like it.
Minwoo, I like it. Minwoo Lee has emphatically shot down rumours he will be joining LIV Golf. He said, I'm happy with where I'm at, saying that he wants to emulate his sister, Minjee Lee, by winning a major. That must be exciting for you. You love golf.
I do like the golf. I do like Minwoo Lee. He's had a rough season. This was a leap season, and he's kind of taking a sidestep, maybe even a step back. So the money was on offer from LIV. He's decided to stick around on the PGA. He wants to win a major. It must be tough being, and I think times have changed or whatever, but it was always the brother was the one that was good at sport, and I guess it's a great sign because things like AFLW, WNBA is on the rise, LPGA is huge. The women's tennis, I would say, is probably the leading example because I think that's as good, if most of the time better than the men's comp when it comes to tennis. So we're seeing this all come together, but it's not often where it's the sister's the superstar and then the little brother's the one chasing. Have you got any can you think of any other examples of that?
Where the little sister is better.
Big sister is
or the big sister is better.
She's leading the way.
No. Oh, what about the Dersmers? Yeah, the footballers. Isn't there the sister better than the boys? There's a Dersmer.
No, I know. I'm gonna delicately dance around this one. They're all good. They're all very talented.
But isn't the sister the only one who like you'd have on your team, and the boys maybe not? There's
a good Dersmer, isn't there?
Is there?
Boy,
don't know. Are they the ones that do that stupid like? What do they do? Bow and arrow or like a something? They've got like a dumb
whatever. Maybe you might be right. Australia. Oh, here we go. Australia's Kai Ellice-Flint. Of what sport, Dools?
Kai Ellice-Flint. All right, that sounds very like BMX, sort of skateboard, sort of snowboard.
You're in the. I'm not going to pay it because you're wrong, but you're in the right place. Australia Kai Ellice-Flint has won the men's longboard title.
Skateboarding.
Surfing.
Oh.
Yeah. Longboard surfing title in El Salvador, beating top-seeded Eduardo de Frio in the decider. Ellice-Flint, here we go. Ellice-Flint won the title on a surfboard that he shaped himself.
Wow.
So another world champion surfer this year, off the back of our girl Guacamole Picklum. Don't hear much from Picklam's brother, do you?
No.
But what I wanted to ask, Ellice-Flint won the title on a surfboard that he shaped himself. What other world sports can you win a championship on equipment that you made yourself? Like, I can't see. Maybe de Minaur is making his own rackets and there's a giant hole in them, but.
What about equestrian?
Like a Trojan horse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some of them, they'll do a bit of and then they'll do a bit of like, Yeah.
Yep.
Don't think too hard about it.
Yep. No. I guess it is in the extreme sports, isn't it? You could build your own motorbike.
Bobsled. The Jamaicans.
Yeah. That's a good one.
According to the movie, they made their own. Oh, they kind of got given an old one, but
they
then they
bought an old one and they
did it up.
Yeah, they did it up and it worked.
Yeah, don't know. What about like marathon? Like, because some of them, they don't have shoes and they just run.
Yeah, I guess. I was trying to think more of something that's pretty important to more of a thing. I don't know. Maybe I should have had a thought before I asked the question. To have an answer. Let us know.
How big was his surfboard? I didn't know there was a separate, longboard.
Donovan Frankenreiter, one of the great longboard surfers. You Donovan Frankenreiter fan?
I've partied with Donovan Frankenreiter once.
Oh, he seemed like a cool dude.
He was. We were both very relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could imagine.
Very relaxed. There you go. Shaping your own surf. Do you surf? How big is your surfboard?
I've got 3.
3.
Yeah, I've got a 6.2, a 7.2, and a 7.6.
Wow, so you're getting bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. You used to surf a little bit.
I used to, but I currently do. I have actually been very legitimately, seriously looking at, okay, I need to get a surfboard because the surfboard that I used to surf on, it's dinged up, like it's probably waterlogged.
Yeah.
So I need to, get something else there. So I'm in the market. Now, my partner's family make surfboards.
Yes.
That is their job. That's what they do. But also they make professional surfboards, not someone who's just starting out. So
but they could technically they could make one.
They could
if they cared for it.
Yeah, exactly.
The father of their grandchildren.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So don't know. But I might go a longish board. I might go 7.6, maybe 8 foot.
Yep.
Start big.
Yep.
Work my way back down again to the 6s. There you go. What color are your surfboards?
Company?
They're Burn Surf.
Burn Surf.
Burn, Byrne, based out of Thirroul. Surf Thirroul. So get around them. They do.
Can they sponsor us so we could just chuck their surfboard up in the background or something?
I'm going there this weekend. I will ask them if we can get something to put in the background of the pod.
Yeah, just 2 surfboards with their logo on it. We can use them as background. They're not using them.
Nah. They've got enough boards lying around.
Yeah.
I'm driving up so I could fit it in the car.
Beautiful. Let's do it. Well, you heard it here first. Fuck off, go Guzman Waiko.
Yes.
No, don't. We love you, Guzman.
We love you.
But we maybe have a new sponsor.
Parish Burn, Taylor Burn, hooker brother up.
Yes. Speaking of burn.
Burnt. What's happening in the Formula One? Give us the Brazil rundown. What is Piastri doing? Is he doing a de Minaur? Is it the victim of tomfoolery and skullduggery? What's happening?
It was an absolute disaster at the F1 in Brazil this weekend for our man, Oscar Piastri. You can blame the elements. You can blame the conspiring.
What elements? From the periodic table?
Yeah.
I'm going to blame magnesium for this.
Magnesium's tough. I don't know what is rubber on the elemental table? I don't know. Because he's going to need a lot of rubber to bounce back. But just qualified in 4th for the sprint qualifying, crashed out of the sprint. So he went from 1 point behind to 9 points behind in the race. Qualifying, he qualified 4th again in the main race. Not entirely his fault, but maybe avoidable. He caused a crash in the first corner, which gave him a 10-second penalty. Which means he ended up in 4th place again. Now Lando is out to it's Lando's to lose now. And Oscar's in sort of the back seat. He could finish as low as 3rd with Max Verstappen. It was a rough weekend. There's a lot of blame that you could be thrown around, but You know what? You gotta put your hand up at some stage. You had 4 chances to make something happen this week, Oscar, and you demonaured it.
Yeah. What's the issue with? Is it him? Is it the car? What's going on?
The issue.
Why is he sort of? Because he was so far in front, and now he's not.
He's having issues with the car. It's just not going. It's not as fast as Lando's. It's not necessarily
Isn't it the same
driving.
car?
Exactly, Dools. But it's not. So again, obviously McLaren playing dirty, giving Lando a leg up for little lame boy Lando to win his first title given to him. Like everything's been given to him in his life, little silver spoon loser. I don't know. I don't know what to talk about, Jules, because it was a very upsetting weekend from an F1 perspective.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you think he's got it in him?
Maybe.
Ooh, maybe.
He's got one coming, but what's next, Jules?
I tell you, we so recently we got behind a team that we've not watched yet because of, travel and touring, and we may not get a chance to watch them this season. We may have to go watch them outside of the Australian Championships, but I'm talking about our team, your team, the Preston Lions.
The Preston Lions, my favourite football team, round ball game team. We've been right behind them. I've been following them every step of the way. The mighty Preston Lions. How are we looking? How are we looking in this Australia Cup, Jules?
I tell you what, they are 3-1 victors over the Spirit, which we love to see. Romero with the double, and was it Loughton? Lawton with another goal, which is good. Good news though, we are now top 2 in Group C, which we love. We're down the bottom, and now bang, we're in the top 2.
Oh yeah.
Get around the Preston Lions, the people's team, the smuggler's choice.
That's it. Preston Lions. How many more games of the Australia Cup?
Oh, there's at least, some more games.
I love that.
Let's have fixtures. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5. Okay, if we make it all the way to the final, 5 more wins will get us there.
Oh, come on, Preston.
5 more wins.
Love that. I'm glad we got behind
what we want.
best team.
Actually, no. The last game, I was looking at the wrong date. The last game was a 0-0 draw against Canberra, Croatia.
Canberra, Croatia?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Love that. A few more subjects to jump in depth with, Jules. I want to kick things off here. This week, the AFL has ruled that for the 2026 AFL Finals, there is going to be a wild card round. First change to AFL final system since the top 8 was introduced in 2000, 25 years ago. So this means that the teams finishing between 7th and 10th, NBA styles, wildcard round, in what was the bye round, the worst round of footy other than opening round in the AFL. So 7 will play 10, 8 will play 9, 2 extra teams into the finals, basically, even though it's technically not finals. Jules, what are your thoughts on AFL wildcard round 2026?
Not into it. They've come out and said they've done this because they were listening to the fans. And I have never, ever, and I've worked in the AFL. I've worked at club level, at all levels, and I've never, ever, ever heard anyone say, you know what we need to do? We need to have a wild card round between finals for the teams at the bottom of the 8 and who are just outside the 8. I think we lost audio there. Bottom of the 8 and just outside the 8. It'd be more palatable if the AFL just came out and said, hey, we're doing this so that we can make more money because we don't care about the fans. We just want to fill up our coffers a little bit. And this is a great way to do that with more games on TV to sell advertising rights. The AFL once again proved that they don't actually think about the fans. They just will do anything to get some more money. And there's been polls, online polls, not Polish people, but polls. And it's all very much against this. What do you think?
I couldn't disagree with you more, Jules.
Grow up.
We normally agree on stuff. I fucking love the AFL wildcard round. As someone that has gone through life barracking for a pitiful football team like the St Kilda Saints, the fact that there's a little bit more chance that we can play finals, even if it's just a smidgen. I also think that why not have a few extra games? I get your pessimistic look at it in terms of, yes, it is a money grab, but I think it's worked great in the NBA. I think it's inconsequential to how the finals will work anyway, because 7 and 8 never do nothing no ways. I think was Bulldogs maybe were the only ones. So I think it's a bit more fun. We're about to have 20 teams in the competition soon anyway. So to get a couple more teams involved, to build it up, to have potentially another 200,000 people rock up to the G on a Friday and Saturday night to support their teams and see them play finals. I can't see a single negative thing. I don't know what the outcry is about. I think it's great. More football, more opportunity, more finals, give more teams a chance. It's inconsequential. I think it's great, and I'm glad that the AFL pulled the trigger, because anytime anything happens in the AFL, there's a bunch of people that bitch and moan about it, and then we all move on and it's fine eventually. So,
well, that's because the AFL have all of the media on their side. So it's very rare to hear anything bad about the AFL in media, in sport media, because all the sport journos are kind of looked after by the AFL and they want to keep their jobs. Fair enough. I think, the NBA, it's helpful in the NBA because in the NBA they play a bazillion games and there's so many teams. So it kind of makes sense because there are so many games in there. The AFL, there's not that many games. And it's just they just want the money grab. It's just about the TV. Again, can the AFL just for once stop trying to be an Americanized sport? The A does not stand for America, it stands for Australia. Let's just keep things not necessarily as they were, but just keep things solid and actually listen to the fans instead of trying to create something and then ram it down the fans' throat and say, this is what you like, swallow it up.
Ram it down my throat, AFL. I love it. More games, give me more footy. Don't give me that. That is the most boring weekend where everything should be hype that weekend.
To be fair, I don't think that should be. I don't think there should be a bye there. I think if there is a bye, you have it before the week before the AFL Grand Final. So if there's any of those niggles, the players, you want the best players fit for the biggest game of the year, that's where I'd put the bye.
Yep.
And the week of the bye, that's when you have the VFL Grand Final. That's when you have the under-18s Grand Final. You do make that sort of a whole fortnight carnival with different sorts of leagues all culminating there, and then everyone's ready for the AFL. That's what I would do.
I also think that by having the wild card round, it is a long season. I know there's not many games, but 24's a lot, or 23, whatever it is. And I think it does give a bit more advantage to the top 4 in particular, but also those in 5th and 6th that have had a long, successful season. I think it gives them a great advantage. I literally cannot see any negative aspect to this wildcard round. I think it's great and good on the AFL. I agree with you on a lot of points. They do tinker around and stuff things up, and they don't consider the consequences of the actions and what that will lead to. Understand that, but I think this is a great introduction. Give me more footy, more games. Give me a great round. That's going to be, if the Tigers finish 10th next year,
they're not good enough. If you don't finish in the 8, you're not good enough. You don't deserve another crack.
With an 18-team comp, I think half should go into the.
That means a team who can have a losing record and still make the. And they're saying that these games count as finals games as well. So just say that it's a top 10.
Yeah,
just do that.
Maybe. But wild card sounds cool.
I think if you want to know what the AFL is going to do next, just look to whatever the hell they're doing in American sport, and there'll be some form of in-season tournament. I bet you that's the next thing that they do.
I like it.
They'll do it because that's what the NBA does now. In-season tournament. AFL will do something similar.
Wild card round. Could we come up with Uno-themed Like instead of buys, they're called skips.
Mm.
We could do
Like a yellow 9? What would that do?
Sure. It's in the wild card round. Yes, if you know, you know. You know what? You know, skip. You could just play a skip 1 week. So I'm not playing the Cats. Skip.
Tennis bad boy. Nick
John
Kyrgios.
McEnroe.
Nick McEnroe is playing a battle of the sexes tennis match against Aryna Sabalenka. Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm.
In a battle of... What's going on there?
All right. So this December...
The culture wars have gone too far.
It's battle of the sexes. Nick Kyrgios versus Aryna Sabalenka. It's going to be a guy playing a girl in tennis, and I don't think this is going to go the way that the women's tennis thinks it's going to go, and it's going to be kind of brutal.
Does she still play?
She's the world number 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe. I believe she's one of, if not the best tennis players in the world. Nick Kyrgios is world number. Who cares?
He doesn't play anymore, does he?
Injury. He's aiming to be back for the Oz Open, so he's had knee troubles. But the theory is that the best female tennis player in the world could take out a slightly weaker Nick Kyrgios. What do you think, Dool?
I mean, I'm just, you know, she's won 4 Grand Slams, which is good. She's 27. You know, she's pretty fit. So he's not fit. So I think, you know, I think she's got a chance. She did well at the Wuhan Open, which is, did she do well there? Maybe not. Yeah, she did well at the Wuhan Open.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
That's a pass from me. This smells to me like back in 2017 when the US women's team played against an under-15 boys squad and got absolutely decimated 5-2. That's why I'm a little bit worried.
She's earned a bit of coin this year. $8 million from prize money this year.
She's a phenomenal player. Absolutely phenomenal.
Well, good on her. Good luck.
But just the intergender sports stuff. Do you think we need it?
I don't think it's needed. But I will ask you this question.
Okay.
What sport? Okay, assuming like because there are some physical differences, obviously. Eliminating physical differences.
Mm-hmm.
Purely based on like skill and stuff like that, where there's no sort of like strength component or speed component, just skill. What sport would the women dominate the men in, or sports?
I've seen the Queen's Gambit. That was good.
Chess. Oh yeah. What about netball? Have you
ever played? You've played.
I've played netball, but have you seen like the Aussie men's team? They come out and do like dancing to NSYNC, and the women's team just come out, and then they all end up playing football as well.
True. Maybe the women's netball team could beat the men's netball team.
What are the men's netball team called?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think. I think it's a pointless debate.
The Kelpies.
Yuck. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I think, I'm happy for it if that's what everyone wants. I'm not.
How much money do they get?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It'll be $1 million each, probably. I'm going to pass this one over to you, Dooley. This weekend, huge match. Lot of steam behind our guy this week. A lot of support from other fighters and pundits, which has been good to see. I cannot wait. I'll be in Perth for this fight, which will be going banana as well. It is this Sunday. Our guy, the world welterweight champion, Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev. Give us the preview, Dools.
Tell you what, has Islam ever gone 5 rounds, like other than against Volk?
No.
So I think that's going to be the key. JDM's got to try and survive the takedown wrestling onslaught early. without gassing his arms out defending. That's going to be a big thing. Islam can be hit, and he's also like, he can, if you're good on the ground, defensive wrestling and grappling, you can stifle him quite a bit. We saw that with Volk, and Volk was jumping up weight classes to do that in that first fight. Not the second one where he took it on, a minute's notice. Volk and his grappling coach, Craig Jones, have flown over off their own dime to help JDM. Awesome. JDM hadn't asked them. They just said, hey, we're going to come and help you. So that is great. That's going to be really helpful. I think it will end up being a decision. And I'd like to see, if JDM wins, it'll be like 3-2 decision.
You think so? You think JDM can win in a decision?
I think he can win in a decision, but he's got to be ready to go into some deep waters. You think back to that Volk versus Islam fight in Perth. I was there. Greatest sporting event I've ever been to in my entire life. It was phenomenal. That was Volk going up a weight class and took it right to him. Still a lot of people pissed off that he didn't win that fight. It was very close. And then you look at this one. This is the opposite, though. When you're looking at it, this is Islam going up a weight division, fighting against a guy that made the former champ. Who did he beat for the belt? I can't even remember.
Look pedestrian. Bilal Muhammad.
Oh yeah, he
made him look very. And Bilal, a renowned. This guy, he's impossible to stop with the takedowns. I mean, Bilal had a terrible strategy with that one, trying to win on the feet. But I'm just saying, this is. I think a lot of us are scarred from that Volkanovski, especially the second one, but this is a completely different kettle of fish.
Yeah, and look, the weight difference does make an impact. The thing with that is Islam is a huge man, and so the fact that he won't have to cut as much, because he'd be walking around at that weight anyway, so the fact that he won't have to cut possibly much, or if anything, that's huge for him. So his energy levels will actually be quite high. I know he does cut a huge amount of weight. I'm not sure what Maddalena walks around at, but so that's definitely part of it. How does Islam go against guys who are physically bigger, but his wrestling is that good?
It is very good.
So hopefully,
wrestles bears, god damn it.
Exactly. He bears.
Before we move on. No, let's move on. I think we've covered it. Dool, I've got to set you up for this, Dools. It is Jeremy Dooley's super in-depth AFLW Week 1 review and Week 2 preview. Dools, tell us all about the AFLW.
Oh, it's the finals footy is everyone loves finals footy, and I think that North Melbourne are going to win.
Wow, he's really gone out on a limb there, Dools.
Yep. That's the end of my preview.
Well done.
Thank you. So let's get into this one. Look, we posted this probably about 6 weeks ago now, and it's like the commentary that happens especially on TikTok, is just relentless. The Perth Football Club update. So their president got into a little bit of media hot water for dressing as Charlie Kirk during a grand final victory party. Of course, this was after Charlie Kirk got. So the Perth Football League has banned. Oh, and is this one? So that was okay. So we got two. There's a double whammy here. Perth Football League has banned Osborne Park FC for 2 years because at that one of their players dressed at their version of Mad Monday as Stephen Hawking with a laptop with some very questionable images with children.
Mm-hmm.
And then South Bunbury Football Club, where the Kirk incident happened, fined and its president will fine $1,500. Why?
For dressing as slain US commentator Charlie Kirk.
So what?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I just think it's great. I just love these two instances. I'm going to Perth this week, so I'm very excited to get out on the street and find out what's going on. But 2 years suspension for a football team. I mean, definitely crossed the line. I don't think it's probably the worst outfit someone's worn at a Perth Football Club thing this year.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I do think it's great. I just love how Perth go about it, to be honest, Dools.
While you're in Perth, I think you need to go to Johnny's Burgers in Canning Vale.
Okay.
And get their Asian burger on their menu, which is called the Ching Chong Burger.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Perth.
I wish I was making that up.
Oh, that yellow 9-bit's going to fuck. So anyway, that's our Perth Football Club updates. Listeners, we'll keep you up to date with those as they roll along. But now it's time, Dools, our favourite segment. It's been stagnant for months, but it's time for the
Random Josh Giddey Stat of the Week.
This week, Giddey became the first Bulls player to record consecutive triple-doubles since Michael Jordan in 1989.
1899.
First time since Michael Jordan, which essentially makes him the new Michael Jordan.
Exactly.
He's Michael Jordan. He's the new Whittle Jordan. That was a stretch, but that's huge.
White Air, I think they call him.
Yes, I like that. White Air, he's flying at the moment, top 10 in MVP odds.
Told ya.
You did call it. He is, at this stage, an all-star and probably starting East backcourt all-star. There's no one else in the East guards. There's Tyrese Maxey probably. Him and Tyrese Maxey are probably the two. So he will be an all-star this year. Oh, no, is it World?
I don't know what they do. I mean,
World.
I'm sure whatever they're doing, you can guarantee the AFL will do that in a few years. So the AFL will probably they'll have an all-star game where it's like NGA players versus not NGA players.
There you go. That was smart.
You watch.
That was smart. But, yeah, unbelievable. Josh Giddey on fire. You called it early. You heard it here first on the Budgie Smugglers. We loving what Josh Giddey's doing. He's giddy up, underpaid already. Right into just a few weeks into his new contract. But I am hyped. And the commentary around him is just he's fun to watch play. Plays the right way. Pass first. Gets to the rack.
Good hair.
Great hair. Over 40% from three. And moves the ball. I love it. Just no look turns to the basket every single time he goes. I love it.
And what I love about Giddey is like he's a white dude who's not athletic. So all the people watching as well can be like, oh, I can do that.
Yeah.
Like you identify with
6'8"
Giddey.
white.
Yeah. All the really tall on you, Giddey.
Good on you. Giddy up. Jules, you got a top five?
I do have a top five. This a friend of mine who has commented before, Doc, asked me. It's just based off my top five last week. All right, so the question was, what are the top five stadiums that I have been to?
Oh yeah.
So this is my top five stadiums I have been to. Coming in at number 5. All right. Now, I like this stadium because it's got quite a rabid support base. They really get around it. I'm talking about North Port Oval in Port Melbourne.
Oh, yes, yeah.
VFL, the home of the borough. Like for finals footy in the VFL, they get really up and about. It's a good time there. Coming in at number 4. You can't go past the mecca of Australian sport, the MCG, coming in at number 4.
That's a disgrace.
Coming in at number 4. And for me, this was before they, redid this was when the members was more old school looking. Like I liked that old school charm. That was really good. Coming in at number
That'd be a good top 3.
3. North Hobart Oval in Tasmania.
Better than the MCG.
Yeah, it's good because it's literally in the suburbs. Like you're literally you can see houses from the ground.
Yeah,
that's so cool. You don't get that in Australia in many parts of it.
You get that in every suburb of Australia.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
There's 2 in Melton.
In Melton, yeah, that's true. I mean, but no one lives there. They're crack dens.
Yeah.
It doesn't count. Coming in at number 2, I have to, throw these guys in at number 2, my home team, the Coburg Lions, Coburg City Oval, Harding Street. What a ground. You've got seats, you've got terrace for people to stand, you've got a barbecue for a sausage sizzle.
Yep.
What a ground.
2 spots
so close.
Dump hole the MCG.
Coming in at number 1.
God.
The Adelaide Oval.
Okay.
Adelaide Oval is the best stadium in Australia. It's got, new sort of stuff, but it keeps its old school charm. It's got the, the grassy sort of hill there, like Adelaide Oval. It doesn't matter what sport. It's good to watch there. Cricket's good there. They've had A-League Finals there. They've had AFL there. Great ground. That's the best one. Tell you, it was stiff to miss out.
Of the top 3, it was the MCG.
Yeah, MCG. No, Amy Park.
Yep.
In Melbourne, that was very stiff.
I love Amy Park.
To miss out, because anywhere you go there, you can sort of have a great view. Even if you're right at the top, you're still up close. That could probably bump out the MCG if I was really thinking about it. But
SCG is good.
SCG is fine. I've been to where GWS, their home ground, that looks terrible. Oh, it is just in the middle. It's in Olympic Park in Sydney, and that is too far for anyone to go to. So not into that. I've been to where the Parramatta Eels play.
Yes.
That's not a bad stadium. That's good. But they're my top 5.
I mean, I can't argue with them. They're your top 5.
Exactly.
So you can argue with me about this. The Aussie Athlete Power Rankings duels, the 10 biggest names in Aussie sport, Aussie athletes from around the globe. At number 10, he's back. You're not going to see this one coming. Robert the Reaper Whittaker is back in the top 10. I spoke about it last week. This show, Physical Asia. I told you it's the worst show I've ever seen. But I couldn't stop watching it. It is very watchable. There's no doubt about it. Robert Whittaker's the star of the show. Just physical feats. It's him and a rugby player holding up 230 kilos of it's duels. I'm telling you, if you've got bub on your chest and you're kind of in afternoon nap time, it's worth flicking on. Keep the remote control handy because you need to do a lot of fast forwarding. It's very boring. But it's a big show. It's a Netflix top 10. He's on the front cover of the poster. I think that boosts him in, and he's captain of the team. And our team, Australia, I mean, to be fair, we're going up against like the Philippines and South Korea, and they never stood a chance, the poor kids. But the Aussies are looking good. So, and he's repping us on the global stage. At number 9, it is Jonah Rock Bronson.
Hey.
Big part of Raw at the moment. Actually, I'll have to check. I should get Rhea Ripley back in here. At number 8, with Trey out, Dyson in, 13 assists yesterday. He is cooking. He's back on top. It's Dyson Daniels for the Atlanta Hawks coming in at number 8. At number 7, he is still the reigning featherweight UFC champion, Alexander Volkanovski. At number 6, tumbling down this leaderboard like he is in the championship standings. Lowest he has been in about 4 months, I think. He does have a grilled burger named after him. It's Oscar Piastri.
Is that the issue, the grilled burger? Do you think that's weighing on him a little bit?
Well, that started the top 5 where we got the guacamole and that got us the Guzman Y Gomez connection. So we can't fault him for that, but maybe, I mean, because it's not really a fast food, is it?
No.
It's like a mid. If Oscar Piastri was like sponsored by McDonald's.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I mean, grilled
drive-through, maybe sponsored by drive-through.
Grilled doesn't even have a drive-through. So maybe that's the issue. At number 5, just slowly filtering down, but she's still very important to us. At number 5, it's Guacamole Picklum, still the surfing world champion. At number 4, I've got Sam Kerr. She's all over the news. She's kicking goals. She's kicking butt. Good on her. At number 3, we just spoke about him. Huge week. If he wins this, I have no doubt he goes straight to the top. I cannot wait for this fight. I don't think I've been as excited for. I'm more excited for this fight than I was for his title fight. Because I think if he wins this, he really cements himself atop of the top.
It puts him in a big, pound for pound conversation.
Top 3 type sort of areas. It is Jack Della Maddalena.
Giacomo.
At number 2, it's Kai Ellice-Flint, the world longboard surfing champion, one of only 6 world champion longboarders. Dools. Not often Australia gets a world champion, although there's about 5 of them in this list from this year alone. But that gets you right to the top up there. And at number 1, he is the new Michael Jordan. Josh Giddey is number 1 again on the power rankings. I don't think anyone is making a big of impact across the global stage for Aussies than our guy Josh Giddey. He's on fire, and that is this week's power rankings, Dools.
Yeah, it was good. Good finish.
Good finish.
Great finish, yeah. The slob lord. He's doing well there.
Doing great.
Josh Giddey. What do you got on this week,
You go
Stevie
first.
B? Okay, tomorrow night, as in Tuesday the 11th, I'm at the Comics Lounge, the mecca of Australian comedy. In North Melbourne. Yep.
Very exciting.
On the lounge, doing some just fine tuning some bits on a Tuesday night, which is what you do there on the Tuesday.
Love that.
And then Thursday, I'm in Berwick for Devolved Comedy at Devolution Bar. Myself, Mike Goldstein, Meg Yeager, and Lee Quirban.
Ooh, that's a
hot lineup. It's a hot show.
Devolution.
Yep.
Ooh, big lineup too.
And then I'm going up to New South Wales for the weekend. So, you might find me popping up around the Wollongong region.
Love that. Love that. Tomorrow, Tuesday, I'll be at I'm going to Perth. So if you're a smuggler in Perth, listen up. I'm an experimental comedy at Linett's Lounge.
Oh, it's a good gig.
Tuesday.
ECC, it's a good gig.
Pumped for that. First time doing all these gigs. This Saturday, I'll be at Leaderville Comedy Club in Perth. I'm pumped for that.
Great gig.
Found out today I'm staying in Leaderville, so that's
Oh, good. It's a good spot, Leaderville. They got a Guzman.
Do they?
They do have a Guzman.
I still haven't used my voucher. And then in case you're listening to this late, next Monday, the 17th of November, I'll be at Cap Off Comedy at the Bassendean Hotel, Perth. Surely some more gigs coming up, lined up. Follow me on the socials for that at Stephen Bradshaw Comedy. You can follow him at Jeremy Dooley Official.
So the Leaderville Comedy Club.
Yes.
Last time I was there, I headlined that gig. And then like maybe a month later, I was in Geelong, Friday night comedy at the Nash. This woman walks in. She's like, oh my God, you were so good. I saw you at Leaderville, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, cool. It would have been, 110, 120 people at Leaderville. Geelong that night, raining. Geelong was playing as well. And there was maybe 4 people at that gig. I'm like, well, this is the extremes of comedy, lady. You're going to see it in real time here. But it is a great gig. You're doing good gigs. They're all good shows over there. Perth, it's a hot scene, I would say. Best scene in the country.
You've said that before, so I'm excited to dip my toes into Perth's waters. I'll be coming out dressed as Charlie Kirk for my sets. Should be good.
At least then you won't bomb.
Yay! There you go. That's it. Dools, anything else?
That's it.
All right. Thank you so much, Smuggler. See you next week.
See ya. Bye.